Welcome to NIKA Project Space. The exhibition Hybrid Vistas invites viewers into the world of shifting landscapes and new perceptual horizons. In the age of post-human thought, climate instability, and digital mediation, these hybrid vistas offer a renewed understanding of the landscape. Here, the nature is no longer something fixed or given. It becomes a mosaic built from fragments of memory, imagination, and data. The 5 artists in the show each reimagine the landscape in their own way, leading us through dreams, radiant visions, ornamental mirages, viewed abstractions, and post-apocalyptic terrain. At the entrance, visitors are greeted by a large painting by Rios, Realidades en Diálogo. This work unfolds like a vivid dream. Figures, ghost-like objects, and abstract shape rise from the depth of painted strata, creating a world that feels both tangible and ephemeral. Rios explores the space between the physical and metaphysical, between what is experienced and what is dreamed. As we continue through the space, the atmosphere becomes suffused with light. We arrive before the works of Danielle Genadry. Her landscapes are not depictions of some specific sites, but rather apparitions, visions of luminosity and emptiness. At times, her images feel like flashbacks, fragments of places half remembered, returning not as scenes, but as an afterglow of memory. Light behaves like recollection in her work, tremulous, blurred at the edges, always on the verge of slipping away. To truly see her paintings, the viewer must pause, refocus, and let the eyes adjust. In the age defined by the speed of digital vision, by instantaneous clarity and endless scrolling, this act of focusing becomes almost radical, an intimate gesture of attention. Genadry invites us into the slow gaze, where looking becomes a form of remembering. Moving deeper into the gallery, we encounter the works of Ali Cayeni. Recognizable elements of Iranian architecture and culture, arches, ornamental motifs, tiled patterns are woven into his paintings like spectral traces of the past. Geometric grids merge with fluid spirals and expressive birds of paint, creating the sense of ornamental mirage, flickering in and out of focus. Kaeini departs from traditional painting method, turning each canvas into a collage. He combines natural pigments, fabric dyes with woodblock prints, stitched textiles, and raw canvas, embedding material culture directly into the painted surface. Each painting becomes its own landscape, its own boundaries suspended between recollection and contemporary experience. The exhibition shifts in tone as we approach the abstract paintings of Katya Muromtseva. Her works carry the tension of our time: war, polarization, fractured communication, all present not through imagery, but as a deep emotional undercurrent absorbed into the material. Narrative disappears. What remains is presence, raw and unmediated. Instead of storytelling, her paintings offer atmosphere, texture, rhythm, and silence. It is a work that unfolds slowly, allowing the viewer to remain with it for a moment. The exhibition culminates with the powerful visions of Adel Abidin. His recent return to painting becomes a way of processing the traumas of war, displacement, and loss. These landscapes carry echoes of his early years in Iraq. These paintings are not literal places. They feel more like spaces that remember themselves. Each canvas becomes a meditation on what endures, the atmosphere that persists, even when the form collapses, horizons that remain, even when the world is fractured. Abidin's return to the medium reveals how memory can be both a vessel and a generative force, how traces of the past can shape the contours of what comes next, a way of seeing that transforms remnants of the past into foundations for imagining new futures. Looking back at the exhibition as a whole, we understand the landscape as a layered construction where reality and imagination merge, where disappearing nature returns as an assembled, shimmering presence. In these hybrid landscapes, we sense how the artist's gaze can preserve the world that is rapidly dissolving, piecing it together again onto the canvas and offering it back to us.